Thank you very much at magandang araw mga kaibigan. Nagbabalik po ang inyong programang Aksyon Central Luzon Special Edition. Ako po si Sunny Lopez and today we have two very special guests and we're going to talk about dynamic Korea. You know for a fact that Koreans are in the Philippines, over 100,000 Koreans in the Philippines, and in our area, in the city of Angeles and in the Metro Clark area, we probably have something close to 20,000 Koreans. And they're doing business, some are in the churches, some are here for recreation, but whether we like it or not, they're here and they're here to stay. Kaya po mga kaibigan, what we want is we want to ask some of their secret, how they achieve the success. They're successful in Korea, they're successful in the Philippines. That's why I have invited these two special guests. Of course, the first one I will introduce was with me already in one show, but this is her second time that she will be appearing in my show. Her Korean name is, of course, Sun Young, and she's a Korean language teacher. She's working and teaching for Systems Plus College. We have Miss Madonna Tanhueco.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you again. My name is Madonna Tanhueco.
And of course, we have another special guest with us, ladies and gentlemen, also an English teacher. Connected with the St. Paul American Christian School, Mr. Jason Lee.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'm very happy to meet you again in this place. I'm a newcomer in Philippines, but I'm very accustomed to all the situations and your heartfelt, warming conditions. So today, I want to express our sincere thanks, and we want to discuss. We want to find out better things from this discussion. Thank you.
Okay. So, Madonna, how long have you been staying in the Philippines?
Me is 10 years.
10 years, huh?
Yes.
And you have enjoyed it here? You want to stay here permanently? Your children already studying in the Philippines, right?
Yes. My first son is entered Ateneo. And my daughter is studies the whole family. And my third is studies Brightwood.
Oh, good schools, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice to hear because later on we will find out why they put so much value into investing in education. And you are a teacher, Mr. Jason, right?
Yeah.
And is this the first time to the Philippines?
Yes.
But how many times have you been traveling all over the world? Are there some areas in the world where you have traveled?
Yeah.
Please tell us.
Yeah. From the 2001, I have visited Shanghai and Beijing first. So in the place, I saw many outside Korean students. So at the time, I keep in mind to make a good school, for good international school, to support them well from abroad. So I visited in Dalian. So I stayed there in Dalian, another one good school, Maple Leaf International from British Columbia. So I stayed there and teach two students. And next time is I visit to Singapore, next time America, and back to Singapore again. Now, looking for better educational facility and the opportunity, I came here, Philippines. Yes.
When you talk about better educational opportunity, you teach, right?
Yeah.
You teach, you have your own school,
Yes.
Mr. Jason?
Yeah. 2006, when I arrived in Singapore, I have worked one Chinese international school. From there, I planned for my own school for our students, better program. So I visited America.
And who are your students? Are they Koreans? Are they Filipinos or where?
The school is open to all
all.
nations. Yeah, so the American students, Asian, the Philippine, Vietnamese, and
Yes.
then Chinese, some Japan students together, and one major is Korean student. So I established school in Singapore, but 2008 and 9, by the Lehman Brothers, the money crisis, the older course is too expensive in Singapore. So too many school there, too costly. So I prayed, looking for a better place. So when I prayed at the time, some missionary group, they recommended Philippines is another good alternative. So I came here last August. So now
you are
I'm
in
happy.
Clark. You're now in
Yeah.
Clark. The St. Paul American Christian School is based in Clark, Freeport.
Yes.
Okay. And let me ask you, Madonna, okay?
Yes.
This is very easy. Why do Koreans love to travel? They're everywhere else in the world, right? You have Koreans in America, in different parts of Asia, in the Philippines. Is there a special reason why you travel so much?
Actually, South Korea is a lack of the natural resources and small territory. So South Korea people, they hang is their future on the education. So whole of the world, if there is some area go for the education, they goes there.
Oh, so you mean you go to the Philippines, you go to America to further study?
Yes, basically.
Basically, right.
Yeah, so everywhere in the world, if there is a good school, all parents is the dreaming is to bring the children to there. Especially
They
Philippines.
spend a lot of money for that, huh?
Of course. Because the children on this Korean mind, is the children's education is all the follow is their future. Especially Philippines is the American language the territory. So that's why so many Koreans comes to here to study English.
Let me ask you, why is that? For Koreans, they know how to speak Korean and they want to study English. But comparatively with the Japanese, they stayed with just Nihongo. It's very current now, it's only now that I think the Japanese are learning from the Koreans to really know the English language. Is that something special for you to learn the English language?
Yeah, did you hear about this? What is the Asian tigers? The Asian tigers are countries from Asia which will lead is the next generation of global economy. We call this the global economy. We have to use the global language. Until now, I don't know in the future, maybe Mandarin language or another language. But until now, we use the global language in English. The Asian tigers included is the Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, and South Korea. But it's not included, it's Japan. So that's why I think Japan does not learn English.
But ang sinasabi ho nila talagang nag-i-invest po sila para gumastos ng mag-aral ng English. Kasi ang alam nila, ang global language po ngayon ay English. Kaya gumagastos sila ng malaki, pinapadala yung mga anak nila sa mga ibang bansa, sa Amerika, kung saan dito sa Pilipinas, where there are good schools, right, to learn English. You think for you to further develop as an economy, as a nation, you have to learn this English language.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be at par with the rest of the world,
Yeah.
or to be ahead of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So your dreams are high for your country. Even if you're in the Philippines, you still want to help your country.
Yes,
You
of
never
course.
cut ties with your country.
No one, even you, even though you will abroad to
Yes.
another country, you cannot. That's your nature.
Okay. So you correct me if I'm wrong. Because I have a Korean friend, an executive. I don't know the reason, but they have a big firm in the Philippines operating in Central Luzon. Almost every day, there is a fight between the Korean workers and officials and the Filipino workers. You think there's a reason why they fight? Is there something different in the work attitude of the Koreans compared to some of us in the Philippines?
Well, I think I can explain only on my generation.
Yes.
It's my generation.
What's your generation?
40s, 40s generation.
Okay.
It's a little bit over than it's a young generation.
But that's still young, huh?
I thank you.
We always feel young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
He agrees with me. Jason agrees with me.
Okay.
So explain, please.
Until my generation, is the work is like my permanent is the places. And my future, my insurance, my children's future. The company will carry all of my future. So we work for my family, the same. We work for the company. So we always heard, did you heard about this workaholic?
Yes, workaholic.
Yeah. We got immune about this workaholic.
That's normal for Koreans, workaholic?
Yeah, until my generation.
Why? New generation, they're not workaholic anymore?
Before, there was a happening in Korea. It's 1990s. There was an IMF. Before IMF,
That is the International Monetary Fund.
Yes,
okay?
International Monetary Fund is we borrow the money from IMF. That time, our country also pressed from its IMF. So my country is used the 4 factors. First factor is the structural reforming of corporation and bank privatization and creation is more liberalized economy. And second factor, reduce of the number of the workers. Third factor.
They reduce the number of workers because of the problem with the IMF?
Yes.
Okay.
Because IMF is suppressed with that way. And third factor is the import and export is the good relations with other countries. And fourth factor is overcome this government business to private enterprises. Because of this, we delivered another South Korea problem, that's working rate. The working rate had gone down until now very seriously. So before IMF, the work to our mind, that's permanent. But after IMF, the IMF, that period, that decade, is we reduced a lot of the number of the workers. And they changed the workers to belong to contract until now.
Until now?
Yeah. So that's why in this young generation, they don't trust the company. They will carry forever is their future. But until our generation, the work is permanent. So we devote our time. We devote our passion. We support the company because company will carry my silver age. But little bit changed until now.
Mr. Jason, what can you add to what Ms. Madonna just told us?
Generally speaking, in Korean people, the little bit older generation, like 40s, 50s, they have the older generation heritage. The working place is his life. So the older time.
So the working place is their life.
Yes.
Okay.
So very sincerely we approach. So for the work, then in comparing when the family affairs like some sacrifice, the ceremony or anything else, in the case company is busy, then the daddy is stay in company for working, not for family affairs.
Okay.
Then all the things by mother take care and like that. So daddy is outside. Then early morning time, 4 o'clock, go to the company and finish the work 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, sometimes overnight, early morning time, 2 to 3 o'clock, they back home. And only 2 to 3 hours, the simple rest, come again to company. So sometimes,
that's what I saw to my dad also.
Some young babies, some young little children, they cannot see their daddy's face. When they sleep, daddy comes. When they wake up, already left. So many Koreans dedicated all their effort, all their enthusiasm for the company. But after westernized system of the IMF, from then the young guys, young generation, they think differently. Even do
how do they think differently? How do they think differently?
The point is, my daddy generation, they did their best. But and also company covered all the even the retired time the company consider and care about. But for young generation, when even the good company in Samsung Electronics like that, Samsung, Hyundai, LG, SK, the Pohang Steelers like that, even the kind of good company when they enter, but the 5 years, 6 years working, then they consider which one is better, which place is better. Somebody is recognize me better, then they can move easily. But the older gen didn't do that.
Okay. All they did was work.
Yeah. So that's why it's my opinion why there is so many trouble in Philippine workers in Philippines. Just my perception is who is the leading is the Philippine workers in Philippines. That's a little bit older generation of Korean workers. So their mind and attitude is about work is very different with the Philippine workers. Filipino also got immune about this contract work. But that generation work.
But you, even if you're contract workers, you still work real hard. You're still
Yeah,
workaholics.
first, I want to show this my ability
Okay.
within my best. And I want to receive is recognized from the boss. And what is a little bit difference with Filipino and Korean, we know how to suggest more advanced, more different way. But Filipino, they follow what they got ordered. That's a little bit different.
I mean, you
part.
give your own ideas,
Yes.
how to make the corporation work better. You share your ideas. You just don't receive for you
Yeah,
to do
for
something.
example, the boss order, making color red and blue.
Yes.
The Filipino, they make red and blue and
Okay.
finish. But Korean, they make red and blue, and they know, we can make a violet. We mix color and make a violet and show to the boss and suggest we can
Another
make
option together.
Yes.
Another option.
Yes.
Which is a good attitude also, huh?
Yes.
Meaning this may help the company
Yes.
if we mix. So you follow the orders also,
Yes, we followed orders.
but you try to do better.
Yes, more advanced, more improved.
Okay.
Although we have to spend more time to make a violet color, we don't care. So we try to make some more for the company and for the country.
Okay. We're going to have a break, okay? Jason, Madonna, we're going to have a break.